Wilma Theater in Center City, Philadelphia is excited to host its first family production. The Snow Queen opens next week, and this morning we're excited to give you a very special sneak peek. So Melanie Finister plays Grandma and Bandit Queen in this production, and Brandon J. Pierce takes on the role of Kai in the Snow Queen. First of all, thank you both so much for being here with us this morning and giving us your time. I know you're in technical rehearsals, so I'm sure you're very, very busy. Melanie, this is an adaptation of Hans Christian Andersen's classic tale. Tell us more about the story and the important themes surrounding the show.
Well, this particular adaptation was originally written in 1938.
Wow.
By a Russian guy named Schwartz, and it's pretty. It's really sort of enchanting, and it's got some darkness, classic evil versus good, and a young heroine who is braving all of these crazy situations and making friends and defending herself and being brave. It's got a beautiful Snow Queen. It's good stuff.
So you're saying all my buzzwords: enchanting, the strong female lead, a little darkness.
Right
I love
on.
all of that. This
Right
is perfect.
on.
And we've got some clips. You can see how great it already looks. Melanie, you're also a Wilma HotHouse company member. What does it mean to you to be able to take on a role in a show that entire families can all enjoy together?
For me, it's a joy.
Yeah.
I have been wanting to do this at the Wilma for a long time, and I'm so glad we're finally doing a family show to bring multi-generation into it. And literally, our director keeps saying we're doing this for ages 7 through 70, so that everybody really has something good to bite into theatrically, a good story that they can go home and talk about and continue the conversation, and when they get around the table or in the ride home. And I think it'll be really exciting. The Wilma does a lot of visually beautiful productions,
yes.
And I think our production quality lends very well to doing family theater.
Yeah.
Stuff with lots of magic.
And lots of magic. Like you said, the different generations can watch. And then it gets kids into theater.
Right on.
I saw shows at a young age, and then I'm 35 now, and I still love it. So I think it's so nice to introduce the next generation. Brandon, you take on the role of Kai in this production.
Mm-hmm.
Rehearsals are underway. The show's starting very soon. What's the whole experience been like for you working on this production?
The experience has been a lot of fun, but also a lot of hard work. We're doing a lot in this show.
Yeah.
You know, there's singing, a lot of crazy costumes, a lot of crazy props, a lot of wild movement. So rehearsals have been a lot of work. We're using up every minute of it.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And you said you're in technical rehearsal, so it's kind of crunch time now before you start for audiences. Now, both of you, we were talking a little bit off camera about your theatrical histories and the fact that this is a family show. Do you remember the first stage show that you saw as kids that kind of hooked you into the arts?
Oh, wow.
I remember.
You do?
Okay, so it was years and years ago because I am old.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. But my father, we grew up in D.C., and my father took my sister and I to go see a production of Arabian Nights that was done at the Kennedy Center, youth programming. And I was so enchanted, and there were these characters that were wild with wonderful voices, and one of the catchphrases that the character kept saying was, one of the characters, who was this little guy, would go, "Munchings and crunchings." And that became a buzzword in our house.
And you remember, and now you are a performer yourself. Brandon, you remember your first show that you saw?
Man, I can't remember the first one, but I do remember that, going to school, we used to go to plays down at the Media Theater.
Yes!
Things like that.
Local
I remember
boy.
seeing The Jungle Book.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, because we're Philly friends over here, and an honorary Philly friend as well, who's been here for a while. You can enjoy performances of The Snow Queen November 11th through the 23rd at the Wilma Theater on South Broad Street in Center City, Philadelphia. Get more details on NBC10.com/findaon10. Melanie and Brandon, thank you so much for being here with us today on Philly Live and chatting with me. I love talking theater, and you two are both such lovely souls to speak to. And break a leg on the show. I know it's going to be fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching Philly Live. I'm Sheila Watko. Follow us on Instagram. Tomorrow, a preview of Wicked: One Wonderful Night coming to NBC10 tomorrow night. Everyone have a great